There we go.
Yeah.
I thought I'd use it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's an intro Kev made. And we decided to use it for the Monday night show. Because why not have something little bit different to start up with?
Yeah.
So it's been 24 hours, Kev. How's your day been?
Yeah, I've done nothing today except work. So yeah, I've done nothing. No,
nothing.
A bit of a lazy day today.
Mondays normally are.
Yeah.
Normally are. Apart from Julie were up at 5 a.m. because the dog had made a mess on the bedroom floor.
Right. Okay.
So he's been in Coventry all day.
Right.
So yeah. So Partwork Podcast.
Yes.
This is where it's going to be primarily you, but this is where we're going to interview people and get to know them and ask any questions.
Yes.
So, this will be the first time I host it, but Kev will be hosting it in the future.
Yes. Well, we're doing it together. It's a joint operation.
I'll be doing the chat and the backstage things and whatnot. But,
yeah.
So I've got 20 questions.
Okay.
So I've written out 20 questions today. What I'll do is if any questions come in the chat, I'll highlight them and then we'll go back through them when we've done.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
Yeah.
Right. So, question number 1 is, what was your first part work?
Well, going back years, really, probably about 8. Do you remember when they done a T-Rex and it was a skeleton?
Yeah.
And it glowed in the dark.
Yeah.
And then you got the skin that goes over it. So I think that's my very first part work. So I must have been about 7 or 8 years old.
Right.
And then obviously that was then. Obviously now it would have been the DeLorean. I think, was it the DeLorean or the Millennium Falcon that came out first?
Millennium Falcon came out first.
So yeah, and then it was the DeLorean because I know that they were quite close together because I was building them at the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah, around that. So that's how I got there.
Okay.
So,
what was the first collection you did?
The first that would be the Star Trek Fact File.
Oh, I remember them.
Yes, this is how long they were going for. So I collected the whole collection. I think there was 335 in the whole collection.
Yeah.
And so I started when I was in year 9 at secondary school. And I was still collecting it when I was at college, second year at college.
Yeah.
So that's how long it was going for.
Oh, well, it was a crazy amount.
It just seemed to go on forever. And I think there was a time when it was going to stop because there was no Star Trek. And then they announced Enterprise.
Mm.
And they started putting a lot of Enterprise stuff in, but it got pulled before they could finish it.
Yeah.
I think that was my first. I think that was my first collection.
Okay.
That I got, as in like a part work collection.
Yeah.
But I have done lots of other collections. Do you remember them when they done the DVD collections?
Yes.
So I remember collecting the Star Trek. I think it was Next Generation they did, and then they did the original series on DVD, and you get 2 episodes on the DVDs. And at the time, I still had my VHS tapes. And I thought, I can now get them on DVD. So I was sort of buying them that way. But they did a lot of those collections. They did Doctor Who, Charmed.
Downton Abbey.
Yeah, they did that, Downton Abbey. They also did X-Files as well.
Mm.
But I've collected lots of stuff over the years.
Okay. How did you get into YouTube?
So that's an interesting one. So if you go back on my channel, the very first video I ever did was on my Star Trek ships.
Okay.
So I watched a guy called Irish Trekkie who used to review the Star Trek ships. And I just thought to myself one day, you know what? I could do that.
Right.
And I filmed it on an iPhone 4. That's what I used. you remember a long time ago? So when I first did all my videos, I used to film it on my iPhone, iPhone 4. What are they on now? iPhone 20 or something?
Well, I think I remember when I first started watching you. You were like, you don't need a massive computer or loads of stuff to do videos.
Yeah, well, I used to do it on my phone, and then I got big cameras and computers, and then I thought it took up a lot of room, so I've gone back. I went back to doing it through the phones now, and the cameras on the phones now are better, I think, than you can buy normally.
Yeah.
So and they've got better quality and stuff like that, and you don't need a lot of this setup. So how I do my videos, mainly I do them on a phone, and I use an app to edit, and it takes me a couple of minutes to do all that. And I know when I had it on a PC, it could take hours. So it's a lot quicker process, and because it's all on the phone, it's easier to do everything. So yeah.
So you've already answered my next question, which was your first video on your channel. Favorite part work?
Ooh, that's a difficult one. I've obviously I like the figure builds, so I've liked Optimus Prime and the Terminator. I liked Alien. Nah. In terms of the builds that I've done, the Route Master I really liked. That was a really good build. The Millennium Falcon was really nice as well. That was simple to go together. Never really had a problem with the Millennium Falcon. The same with R2. That was a good build. There's so many good ones. I could list the bad ones for you. That would probably be easier.
Well, that might be my next question.
Okay.
My favourite one of yours is the doll's house that you did with Kirsty, because it was the first time you and Kirsty worked.
Yeah. So she wanted to do it, and we just sort of said, "Do you want to do it with me?" And she went, "Yeah." So
yeah,
that's how that all came around. So
what was your least favourite then?
It's has to be the DeLorean. Just because of everything that went wrong with that. The engine, the putting the body down, the electric, it was just it shouldn't have been that hard, but it was.
So that answers my next one, which is the hardest one you've done. So go on, I'll move on to the next one. How many Partworks have you got on the go at the moment?
Ooh, good question. Because I don't really know. I'm trying to look around now. So Skyline, 66, Enterprise, Dalek, Power Rangers, Megazord. Is that it? It's more than that, isn't it? It's got to be. Trying to think now. RoboCop. That's 6. And the Snoopy house. So 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like adding mods to your models? So not just Partworks, but models as well that you've done. I know you've done some plastic model kits.
As in, like, mods for the Partworks.
Yeah, or plastic models like lighting kits.
Yeah, I don't mind doing those sort of mods. And some of the mods I've seen for the Partworks have been out of this world.
Yeah.
But, and I've said this many times before, I think for the price you're paying, you shouldn't have to mod them.
Right, yeah.
They should, obviously, if you want them to come with all the bells and whistles, that's fine. You can do that. But I always see it as we've said many times on this channel, how often are you actually going to use a lot of those mods anyway? Lighting mods, yeah, I could get away with. But when the mods that they do when for the Skyline and for kit are like out of this world. They're like, but I can't really justify the price because of how often I would actually have it lit up, running. A lot of the mods are in the car, and I find that you don't really look too far in them.
Yeah.
To really justify it. And like I said, the end result, the end price, I think it's a bit, you shouldn't have to mod them. Really. They should all come with that sort of stuff anyway, but it is what it is. But yeah. A hit and miss on the mods.
Yeah. Do you enjoy live streaming?
I used to get quite nervous when I did it, but I enjoy it because it's an interactive thing, so you can get response straight away instead of waiting and stuff. Obviously, confidence has definitely gone up since I originally started, but yeah. And I prefer this style over live streaming on my own.
Right.
I prefer streaming with other people and you can bounce off people.
Yes.
I prefer that.
Okay. What other hobbies do you enjoy?
Well, I collect. Well, so obviously I do models, but obviously I collect a lot of stuff. Hot toys, Lego. I like going for walks and being out. Really, I'm quite sociable, so obviously I go to the pub each week. We go for walks, me and Kirsty, if the weather's nice. Dogs, all that sort of stuff. Right. But yeah, I'm a big collector of stuff. So yeah.
Are there any models or partworks that you'd wished you would have done that have been out and you can't get anymore?
I don't know. Yeah, that's a difficult one. That I don't really know because I'm at the stage where I've built everything that I want to build. Maybe the Iron Man figure.
Right. Yeah.
And maybe Ecto 1, because that was one that I started with Eagle Moss and then never picked up when it went to fan home. I sort of regret that slightly. And the Iron Man as well. I started that and then COVID hit and it was supposed to. Do you remember when the Dodge Charger, they brought it out in the newsagents?
Yes.
Well, originally the plan was for them to do that with the Iron Man. And so I thought, well, that would be easier for me, but they never did. So that's why I stopped it. I sort of regret not doing that. But I think it's still available. I think it's just become available again. So
yeah. But
now they've got this new one. I might do that. But no, I haven't. No, there's not really anything I've sort of regretted not doing. I sort of ummed and ahed about doing the X-Wing. Do you remember when the X-Wing came out?
Yes.
I sort of ummed and ahed about doing that. And then I sort of was relieved that I didn't in the end, if not. After everybody else went through stuff.
Yeah. One of the first disaster partworks.
Yes. Yeah.
So next question is, what's your favourite YouTube channel you watch model related and non-model related?
I don't really have a favourite. I do watch quite a lot. I do watch yourself and RT Ralph and obviously Welder Wayne and Horlicks. There's a lot of channels that I watch. Non-model related, I don't really know. I like watching Adam Sandler, is it? I watch him quite a bit. And I can't remember. There's loads of channels that I watch. I watch that guy who does the underground videos, the underground tube videos.
Oh yes.
I've forgotten his name.
Something Chapman's Travels or something, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. And I watch that. I watch Pete in his bus as well. That's a really good channel to watch. But yeah. There's I watch a lot of channels, but in terms of bit of partwork channel, I tend to try and watch all of them. You know, John's Military Models, Chris Caplin. I just Chef Hawk. Yeah. I sort of watch all of them really when they come through. So it's interesting how people like build their models when you've built it as well.
Yeah.
It's like interesting watching how they go about building and editing and stuff. So yeah, I watch quite a lot.
Okay. Next one is, what's the biggest partwork you have done?
In terms of size?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be the Alien.
Right.
That's the biggest part work I did. It's bigger than Terminator, and in terms of size, it's the biggest one I've ever done.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Question 15 is: do you think Facebook groups help with building models?
It's a difficult one. I think it's a 50-50 on that. I think it brings community together, but I also think that there's like a lot of disinformation arguments put on there as well. And I think people vent on there quite a lot. Yeah. But I do find that the information that's on there is completely beneficial. You can't find it anywhere else. So in terms of like information, it's a very good place, but there's also that other flip side to it. Yeah. As well. So but yeah, I love the Facebook groups. As you know, we've run some, and I run majority of the ones, and a lot of people join them, and a lot of people love showing what they're doing, and it's a great space for that. So
yeah. Next question is: what advice would you give to anybody starting a YouTube channel?
Don't worry about the views. Do it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get 10 subscribers and 2 views, that's fine. I think a lot of people worry about that sort of stuff on it. Yeah. And you just Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, they're a very strange place in terms of how people become successful on it, and you shouldn't really take that on board, if you know what I mean. I think if you want to start YouTube, brilliant, then do it for you. Don't do it because you think you're going to get famous or you're going to make money or the views or anything like that, because it don't work out like that. And my advice would be just to stick at it. Yeah. So yeah, I know we've all been in that place where we've gotten to the point where we've got to YouTube and we're like, oh, this is a slog now, and can't be bothered, and we've all had that sort of low period and come back, all of us. So that comes and goes with it. But if you think you're going to get famous and all that from it, don't. Okay. But do it for you when it comes to YouTube.
Okay, my next question is: what do you think are essential tools while building Partworks?
A decent screwdriver and glue, because some stuff needs gluing, but a decent screwdriver is essential. Yeah. No, not the free ones that they give you, because they tend to be pants. But yeah, if anyone says what's the one thing you need, we need a decent screwdriver. Okay.
What would you love to see come out as a Partwork?
Voyager.
I agree with you there.
At the same size as the Enterprise D. Not a small model. I want a big one. And I want to be able to push a button and the warp nacelles go up. Yeah. And light up. I want all that. Yeah, that. And more Star Trek ships in general. I think there's I think we've had the cars now, and stuff, but Voyager, and a train. I'd love a Flying Scotsman or a Mallard. I'd love that.
Okay, 19 is: do you stream or upload to any other platforms other than YouTube?
No, only YouTube. Years ago, we did toy with Discord and things like that. But I think when you're starting this out and you're testing all of these things, I think you sort of find your niche, and it's mainly. I don't even stream to Facebook or anything. It's just YouTube. That's the only place. Okay. It's more central for me, where everything is. So.
Okay, so my final question, and then after this we'll go through the chat, and if anybody else has got any questions. Is there any YouTubers you would love to meet up with in person?
Yeah, lots. Yourself, Wayne, Chris Kaplan, and yeah, just all you guys really.
Mm.
John's military models. Yeah, I think we should all. I think you put it. I think, or did Horlicks put it? That we should all gather again.
Yeah.
Like you did before when you guys all started.
Yeah.
And you went to the train museum. I think we should all gather like that somewhere central where we can all get to. And yeah, I'd love to meet as many people as I can, really.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it. That's my 20 questions.
Okay.
Hopefully they weren't too hard.
No. Is there anything you want to ask me?
No, because it really took me all on to write out 20 questions.
You know a lot about me anyway.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so I'll go through the chat. First in, we've got Andy Carroll who says, hi, Kev. Hi, Matt. Good evening to you both. Good evening, Andy.
Hey, Andy.
And then we've got Dale Mack who says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Dale.
Hi, Dale.
Andy's got a question for you saying, my first question to Kev is, where do you put your finished models and have you got any more room for any future builds?
A good question. So they're dotted around all over the place. And I'm going to be putting some shelves up in here behind this here to put some more on. But there's a few in the bedroom. The tumblers on the landing. As you go up the top, there's like a unit, and that's the tumblers up there. We've got the Alien, Disney Dollhouse, the Terminator, sorry, and Optimus Prime. They're in the front room.
Yeah.
In here, I'm still building stuff, but RoboCop will be in here. And yeah, I've got to find places for everything else.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay. Geordie Dave saying, evening, everyone. Good evening, Geordie.
Hi, Geordie.
And then we've got Horlicks who says, good evening, all. Good evening, Horlicks. Welcome.
Horlicks.
We've got Burgess who says, evening, all. Good evening, Burgess.
Hi, Burgess.
We've got Mark's Hobbies in saying, hi, one and all. Hi, Mark's Hobbies.
Hi, Mark.
Dave Mac Bills is in saying, evening, Mark and Kevin, all in chat. Good evening, Dave Mac.
Hi, Dave Mac.
Burgess says, deja vu from yesterday.
Yeah, it's only, yeah.
Apart from we're not having a rant.
No.
Oh, I'm not having a rant.
No.
We've got Jeffrey 3 in who says, hi, Mark and Nexus. It's been a while. How are you? Welcome, Jeffrey. We're good, thank you.
We're good.
Trying this out to see if it's going to be enjoyable.
Yeah.
We've got Will's Workshop who says, good evening, all. Good evening, Will.
Hi, Will.
And then he also, Jeffrey says, in sunny England.
Yeah.
We had thunder, so.
Yeah, sun is still out here. I can still see it.
Burgess says, so this isn't the rant show. No.
Not
unless I touch your subject and that leads to a rant. Dale Mack says, I got the Next Generation collection.
Oh, right, okay.
And he says also the Stargate one too.
Yes.
Andy Carroll says, my first ever Partwork was the movie in early 80s from Orbit Publishing, but was D'Agostini, 13 book and 100 issues from 1800 to 1980-ish, complete history of the movies. Wow.
There's a couple of Partworks I've never done on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
One of them was I kind of regret it now. So one of them was the Route Master. Now the reason I did that was because at the time my channel was sci-fi related, and movie related, and it didn't fit in. And I built it off camera. But I also did for the kids. So how my body worked.
Yeah.
The skeleton. I did that. I did all of that, and the other one that they brought out was my 3D globe.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember that.
Which was a huge, like, you've never seen how big this globe is. It's huge. And you could take stuff out of it in the core, and you could take stuff off, and it had landmarks on it. That didn't survive the move, because we built it at the old house. And when we moved here, it exploded on the move. So, yeah. But, yeah.
Stephen Haynes says, hi, Mark and Kev. So, good evening, Stephen. Welcome.
Evening.
And then Andy says, then I did Star Wars Fact File. The first time around was before The Phantom Menace came out. Then R2 and Terminator, and now Vader.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the Fact Files. They went mad for him at a while because like I said, I collected the Star Trek one, and then Eagle Moss released the Marvel Fact File, which I've also got. So
Dale Max says, I have R2 and Vader on the go. Been thinking of doing the Enterprise. It's a good build.
It is a good build.
It is a good build. When they've got it in stock, it's a good build. Burgess says, Jeff Marshall does great train videos.
Yes, that's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's slightly hypnotic. I love watching him, like me explaining disused lines and him going along, and it's great watch.
Yeah. We've got Chef Hawk in, who says, evening both. Good evening, Chef Hawk.
Chef Hawk. Dale
Max says, I'd like to see a C-3PO.
Yeah, it'd be nice to go with R2. But there's been never any inkling of doing that.
No.
Now they've done, or now they're doing Darth Vader. They may well do C-3PO.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if they could incorporate the Phantom Menace version.
Yeah.
As well as the gold plate, so you can have it both.
Yeah.
However you wanted it, sort of thing.
Okay. Andy says, I want a Star Destroyer, the one that came out a test in Italy and never came out.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, the AT-AT, and obviously the Harry Potter are the Hogwarts Express are the ones that people go on about the most.
Yeah.
Never came out. Yeah.
Dave McBill says, my very first part work was the Orrery.
Ah, yes.
And he also says, I'm like you, Kev. I'm quickly running out of room in the shed. LOL, I think I need a bigger shed.
Yeah.
Then we've got Nick O'Connell, who says, hi, Mark and Kev. How's the models going for you, both of you? Kev, can you tell me why the screw won't tighten up from issue 13? I'm guessing it's something to do with the ball joint.
On what?
Oh, hang on. It's on the RoboCop build. I should have mentioned, LOL.
On what, 130? The ball joint on the hand?
I think so.
Because, you have to unscrew the hand slightly.
Right.
It loosens it, put it in, and then screw the hand back up, and it'll tighten it back up. But yeah, if that's the one. But the ball joints I find are very hit and miss because you have to put the lens on them, and they have to be sitting perfectly right when you tighten everything.
Yeah,
because it's got quite a lot of ball joints in it. So
if I remember correctly on the RoboCop, though, that ball joint can't be tight on the right hand because the right hand is supposed to be removed.
That's right. Yeah, the this one can come on and off.
Oh, hang on. He says the left ankle.
Ah, right. Okay. I've not had any problems with my ones. They seem to be fine. But it should be tight fits. Normally, if it's not, I would say it's probably down to the movement of the lens because you have to put two lenses in and then tighten it up. And if they become like uncentered, I think they become loose. If they go to the side or something, they have to sit in it perfectly. It's
if I remember correctly, there is a fix, and the fix is on your ball joint. Get some ladies' nail polish and coat the ball joint.
Yes, yeah, that will stiffen it up as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will's Workshop says, I think my first part work was Real Robots, which was an Eagle Moss build where you built a working robot with sensors that would drive around, follow lines, avoid obstacles, etc.
Oh wow, that's an old one. That's going back to when. Do you remember they did the my 3D printer?
Mm-hmm.
That was like way before 3D printers were a big thing, but I think it was tiny. I think it was only about that big. It was quite tiny
for what they are now. Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah.
Jordy Dave says, my first Partwork was a radio-controlled Subaru, early 2000s.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. And last chat is Andy Carroll says, I did manage to get the full set of Star Wars ships and vehicles off Facebook for 180 quid. Best steal ever. Yeah.
The original the Agostini ones that they did.
Yes, I remember. Yeah. I did collect some of them, but they became very similar, you know, what they were sending out. And it was getting how many TIE fighters did they have back then, you know?
Yeah, it was, it's a bit like when they did the bust collection, and they did also the helmet collection. Do you remember?
Yeah.
They did the helmet collection. And my only gripe with that was they did droid heads. And I was like, this is a helmet collection. I don't think a droid head is a helmet. I think it's a head.
Yeah.
That was the only gripe I had. But they did like really like background character ones as well on that. And it was like, how many hats and helmets did they actually wear on that show? Yeah. A lot, it seemed. But yeah.
Few models I've done which I didn't do on the channel was I did the Millennium Falcon, the R2D2, the Hummer, and the Red Bull.
Oh, you done the Red Bull?
Yeah, the original Red Bull, the Nitro Red Bull.
There was a build that I did years and years ago. That was the McLaren MP. Was it MP4? Lewis Hamilton's Mercedes. The silver one. I think it was silver, wasn't it? I remember doing that years ago, and I remember saying to you like recently about it, saying that it came with decals.
Yeah.
And obviously nowadays you don't really get a lot of decals on the models, but back then everything was like
Red Bull came with a heck of a lot of details.
Yeah, so did the Lewis Hamilton car. It came with Vodafone decals that went on the wings, and it had some decals on it, and I was it was like a proper model-y sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, now it's all very streamlined with a lot of these Partworks.
Well, the Red Bull gave you two hulls, one for display purposes and one for if you had it out on the roadside.
Oh right, okay.
So yeah, but that was a fun build.
Yeah, there's a lot of builds that I've done, and I've gone. They would have been quite good on the channel, but back then I never really thought. Like the Millennium Falcon, so I'd done the Millennium Falcon and I'd finished that, and then when I started doing the channel, that's when obviously I started with the Star Trek ships, and I did the R2D2 and the DeLorean on it. But it was mainly like I wanted the channel to be like a sci-fi channel. So when I got the Route Master, it didn't fit in. So I thought I'll just do it off camera, and I kind of regret that now.
Yeah.
So I should have really done it on camera, but yeah, I really did like that build. Just the detail of it and the lighting features, and yeah, it also I seen it. Yeah, obviously you had nightmares over red screws.
Yes.
You got the sort of you had your wrist hurt, and I mean it really did. I was putting so many of those the rivet screws in. Yeah, they were. Did you have any snap on you?
I don't think so.
I had quite a few like heads snap on mine when I was tightening them in, and I was like, "Oh, brilliant!"
Right.
Snapped in. Then you had to sort of poke out the other bit and put another one in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was all around the time when you guys all started up and you started doing stuff, and Dave Say, and you started doing quite a few of them, and you had that little group and everything.
Yeah,
that was all around then. I can't remember how long ago that was.
That started in 2020. In COVID.
Oh really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was start of COVID. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember all of that.
Andy says, one model I'd like to do is Close Encounters of the Third Kind Mothership.
Yeah, that had a lot of like structure in the middle of it, didn't it? It's sort of skyscrapery structure, like a lot of pipes and stuff on that. I'm trying to think now. What film group was that? Is that part of Universal, or is that Disney?
No, I don't think it is Disney. Because that was a Steven Spielberg film and he didn't work for Disney.
Right, okay, so it could be Universal. And if that's the case, Agora. They've got the license, so they could do it. If it was, I can't remember if it was or not.
I can't remember.
So, what are you currently watching at the moment, Mark, telly-wise?
I don't watch telly.
Oh, you don't watch TV?
Only during the daytime if we're sat downstairs.
Oh, right. I'm a massive telly addict. Always have been.
No. I used to be, but there's really not anything on there we would watch anyway now, so...
Yeah, no, I'm a massive telly addict. I've always watched telly.
Andy's put Warner Brothers.
Oh, okay. So, there could be a potential for them to come out.
Yeah.
But I know that Warner Brothers can be a bit funny with a lot of their IP, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tend to watch streaming, and I've got a little DVD player I can plug into my computer that I can play DVDs. Yesterday I was watching The Towering Inferno.
Oh, right, okay.
Because I'm a massive fan of 1970s disaster movies.
Oh, right, yeah.
So, Towering Inferno, the airport films, Poseidon Adventure, just love them.
Yeah, I sort of have a genre. We do try and watch a movie once or twice a week, me and Kirsty. I'm currently watching, obviously, Alien Earth. I don't know if you've been watching that. I don't know if you've been watching that.
I haven't. I'm probably going to watch it when they're all out.
I think it's going to be soon. I really, really like it. It's really, really good. Obviously, I saw the last movie as well, Romulus. That was a really good film as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watch a lot of stuff on TV. I do like telly.
Okay, so I'll read out the last few questions and we'll wrap it up if you want.
Yeah.
So Geordie Dave says an AEC Regent bus would be nice. I could mod it to Newcastle's livery.
I would love a Leyland National. I would love a Leyland National as a build.
Burgess says it's Columbia Pictures.
Right, okay.
Andy says I watch an Alien Earth. And Dale says Alien Earth is good.
Yes, very good, yeah.
So, thank you for being interviewed. Next time I will be where you are sat because you're going to host this one on a Monday evening. And I think it's gone really good tonight. I hope everybody's enjoyed it in the chat. Like I said, it's something new we're trying out just to try and give a bit more back to the community, really. Yeah,
so, also as well, if anyone wants to come on, send me or Mark a message and you can come straight on. I don't know who we're going to have on next week.
I'll let you know.
But it'll be someone.
What we can do is we can tell people on the Sunday who's coming on the Monday.
Yeah. So if anyone wants to come on, we'll make a list up. We'll say, okay, you can do that Monday, whatever.
Yeah.
If you can't do live, what we can do is we can pre-record it and then release it on the Monday. So,
yeah. Right. Andy says, one for Mark, name 3 films released in the mid to late 70s that had sensor surround effect. I have no clue. I would have no clue. Geordie Dave saying, been watching King and Conqueror. Dave McBill says, been a great stream. Thank you, Dave Mac.
Dave Mac.
Dale Matt says, great stream. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Geordie Dave says, great show. Well done. So, brilliant. Thank you, everybody, for your chat. And, we'll be back Sunday at 7 p.m. and then the next day, Monday at 7 p.m. for the Partwork Podcast.
Yeah.
So, I've been Mark.
And I've been Kev.
We'll catch you all next time, guys.
Bye. See you next time. Bye.